Hi, welcome to my Flosstube channel. I am Jen. This is Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, my little pocket of the internet where I come to talk to you about cross-stitch. It's been about 42 days since my last video. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. If you want to drop me a comment because you've come over from somebody else's channel, I would really appreciate if you told me from where so I could give them a shout out and say thank you very much for sending you lovely folks on your way over to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, you are a legend. Thank you for coming back time and time again and watching me time and time again. I really do appreciate it. I probably don't say it in every video, but you guys rock, and I am genuinely grateful for the subs and the views and the people that keep coming back and commenting and talking to me on here and on Instagram. I've made some absolutely wonderful friends, and there's just more and more people joining the Flosstube community, and it is absolutely heartwarming. I love it. I think I've been on Flosstube now about 3 years. I've only done about 20 odd videos. Some of you are knocking them out the park like every week and every fortnight. You guys are amazing. One day I will sit down long enough to actually do a video every 2 weeks. Today is not today. Today is not that day. This year probably isn't the year. But one day I will. We'll stick to maybe 6 weekly videos for now though. What have I got for you today? I have got mainly new starts because life's too short to not do the things that I want to do. And I'm just enjoying myself and stitching on what I want to stitch on. I have absurd amounts to haul because life has been stressful and I have zero chill and I have been enabled, and those of you who have enabled me will get called out for it. They're also Flosstubers and Instagrammers, and you should go check them out too. I have a shop update because my shop is opening or reopening on Tuesday. I have not done half of what I intended, but we all work to deadlines, right? Yeah, we're all last minute people, especially for Christmas stitching, right? Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. If you hear random banging noise in the background, there's scaffolding up outside my house. It's quite windy, so dunk dunk. That's the scaffolding knocking against the side of my house, which is great. It's been a great couple of days sleeping through that. Probably why this is just this. why like I just seem to be radiating anxiety. Anyway, let's get on with it. Is it? You're here to see the stitching, not hear me go, I'm stressed. So, the first thing I'm going to show you today is a fully finished object for now. And I will explain why for now. I started and finished Chubby Bee by Janette Douglas. I absolutely loved this. It was super quick. I think I did it in 3 short evening sessions. I was going to stick some sparkly thread in there, but no. It's stitched on what was Claire Brown Crossstitch honeycomb fabric. I'm not sure if you can still get this fabric, but I tell you what, for a bee pattern, it's amazing. It's finished in a Claire Blandford hoop that I had from a Halloween box, which is why I say it's a finish for now, because I want to use this hoop for a Halloween project. But I will be buying another Claire Blandford hoop to put this guy in. I love it. I think I subbed out one of the light blue because I didn't have the colour I wanted. Please don't focus on my face. There we go. No, we're not focusing today. I recharted the date to be Buzz Buzz because I'm not really a date person. That's what this Flosstube and Instagram's for. To remind me when I made stuff. And yeah, I'm just really super pleased with this finish. I know this is a series of projects, so I might go and have a look at what else is available because look at him, he's got a chonky butt. I love it. So yeah, this is like my only FFO that's not of my own design. And I really like the finish. Now, can I show you this without sliding everything onto the floor? I normally finish my hoops like this, with fabric. I like this because it's very similar in style, and it means I don't have to stick scissors really, really close to the hoop. I'm not really one of the material and sew it on blanket stitch people. I just can't do it, and it just To me, I can't sew neatly like that, so I'm just not good at it. So a hoop butt is perfect. And I just like the fact that it's got stitches gonna stitch written on it. I love it. So that's my FFO. If it's all in DMC as well, there's no specialty threads or anything in there. If I mention something in these videos that if you see something in these videos that I don't mention and you want to know where it's from or what it is, please let me know down below, because I'm terrible at forgetting to like remember all of the things. So yeah, if you ever wonder what fabric it is and I haven't mentioned what it is, please let me know and I will endeavour to give you the details. So I also have lately been doing walking challenges. Bear with me, I have things to show you. I have sorry, bear with, it's going to be a bit noisy, is it? I've been doing pacer challenges. It's a online walking or exercise challenge, and at the end of it you get medals, if you want the medals, obviously. It's not cheap, not gonna lie, but it has got me actively getting out walking and doing more exercise. Now, I finished this one about 2 months ago and it finally came round. Haunted London. It's got a London bus on it. It opens and there's a little ghost. And you get little progress postcards, virtual project postcards as you walk along. And once you finish the challenge, if you signed up for the medal, this comes through the post. This was for 35 miles around London to various spooky haunted locations. Why am I showing you that? Because it almost pertains to my finish. I'm going to hang these up somewhere. They're hefty as well. So I saw on Crossstitch Sarah and Charly Feathers Flosstubes and Instagrams that they were stitching Quarternion Creations Glimpse of Sakura. So I decided I'm doing the Sakura challenge. I want to stitch something to commemorate it. And this is what I stitched as per. How pretty is that? All in the Cord for DMC, and I stitched it on Hera's Peacock from River Hut Designs 18 count fabric. How pretty is that? I love Charly's version. She's used like a variegated pink, white, greeny, bluey colour, and the flowers look amazing. And I love that. I think it's really pretty. And I stitched this as I was doing the Sakura Walk challenge. I haven't finished, obviously it's finished, but not fully finished. It's so pretty. I see what Charly means. I'm not fussed on that. I think it might be a bird, but I might unpick that and put another flower in instead because it looks a bit strange. But I do absolutely adore this. It was a lovely stitch. I think I only lost count up once where I had to unpick an hour's worth of work, which was great. But yeah, it's lovely, and it's a lovely repetitive one colour. Spend an evening watching a film, chilling while you're doing that. And while I was doing that, I was doing the Sakura walk. Sakura. I'm not very good at pronunciation, I do apologise. And this is why I chose to stitch this when I saw it on Sarah and Charly's channel. Because I was doing this walk. Let's see if I can... It's like a little snow globe. And that's the front of it. And this was 38 miles. Oh, it's not going to show, is it? Hang on. It looks better in real life. It's a bit hard to show on camera that there's like little floating petals and things in there. So yeah, I did 38 miles and this is the challenge medal I got for it. And this is my stitch to commemorate that I walked 38 miles. And I'm super chuffed with that. I'm currently doing an Iceland challenge. I have not found an Iceland pattern to cross stitch for that one, but maybe in the future I will try and link up more challenges with more small projects, so that I have something to go with the medal like this. Super cute, and that scaffolding is doing my head in. She says clenched teeth. Oh, do you know what? If they've turned out to take the scaffolding down after I've restarted this video 17 times, I'm going to be so mad. So mad. Bear with me, I'm going to pause just to go and have a look out the window. No, I think it's a neighbour moving his car and stuff in his driveway, and just the sound of the scaffolding is exacerbating, and it sounds like a truck. It's not. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. No, I'll tell you in live updates why there's been scaffolding. Anyway, on to the other new start. Where was I? Yes, Glimpse of Sakura challenge. Sakura, yeah. New Leaf Craft on Instagram released a bee cell. You complete one piece, you message and tag them on Instagram. They then send you the next piece, and it's as and when you can do it, not like weekly or monthly or bi-weekly or anything. So I have completed part 1, and I've started part 2. How pretty is that bee? Is there anything I can put behind it? How pretty is the bee? I will be making a board at some point, thanks to the girls over at Stitching with My Little. They've sent me the video that I need to watch to make my own board. But for now, you just get chaos. That is so cute, and it's given a really good 3D effect. Now, I did not quite read the instructions properly. All of the tent stitch around the bee is supposed to be 1 strand. I did it in 2. So the whole thing will be in 2 now, because, you know, otherwise it's going to look weird. But how cute is that? It's on 32 count natural linen, I want to say, that I found on Amazon. It is ridiculously stiff and a bit crunchy, as you can see from compared to this fabric. It's a lot stiffer. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I don't think you can join in the sal anymore, but I'm assuming that she will be releasing the pattern as and when. It might even be out now, to be honest. But it's a super stitch, and hopefully you'll see part 2 in my next video, because I think tonight I might just... No, I'm going out tonight. Tomorrow after work I might stitch this guy, because it's really calming and really nice, and it's just chill. It's chill stitching, to be fair. There's a couple of specialty stitches coming up in this one, so that's going to be fun, because I'm not well versed in specialty stitches, so it'd be nice to learn something new. And that is pretty much the Not My Design new starts. Now, so we're going on to shop updates. Like I said, there's not much stitching, guys. There really is not much stitching. I apologise. As you know, if you've been here before, I do a lot of fan-based patterns for books, such as Akata, the Fourth Wing. If I'm like low-key or not so much low-key obsessed with the book series, I will design a pattern to go for it. And I designed this one. There you are. I've been looking for you, because I re-listened to Gold, Thorns and Roses, because I'm going to do a whole re-listen thing, or reread, re-listen. And I just love this quote. So I just sat down and I came up with this idea of stars, and it's on a grey 18 count. I think it's 18 count. Yeah, grey 18 count from Flora Shell Fabrics on eBay. I think they've got a website as well. I used black DMC Etoile, so it does sparkle. You just can't really see it in this light. And I silvered the hoop up with some watercolour silver paint to finish it off, and did my fabric finish. This will be released in my shop on Tuesday once I've taken product photos and uploaded it, along with all my other Akatar patterns. I'm going to let you in on a secret. I am working on a cereal teacup pattern. Don't know when it's going to come out, but it's hit the top of my list of things I want to design and get stitched for a shop update. So my friends Liz and Mel will probably be my what do you think people. They're my go-to girls, what do you think? And if they like it, I know people will like it. So yeah, this is There You Are, a Wild Dragon Crafts design, and it will be in my shop on Tuesday. I will be opening the shop at 6 p.m, so keep an eye out for that. If you are not following me on Ko-Fi, there's links in all my bios. Go hit follow, and it should let you know when things start going live on the shop. The next one is this guy. He's been giving me a bit of trouble because I stupidly decided to do it on opalescent even weave. This is right. Don't at me at my borders, right? I mismeasured my fabric. He will fit on this fabric. It will be a tight fit, but when he's finished, he's going to look amazing. And excuse the crinkles and the crumples. This is my frog design, and it's splashing about in puddles. And there's going to be a snail and a ladybird and ferns and raindrops and a ridiculously close border. Some mushrooms, some flowers and a log, and it's just going to be super, super cute. I can't believe I didn't iron this before I showed him to you. I'm not very good at this product stuff, am I? But yeah, he's splashing about in puddles with his friends, using a leaf as an umbrella while taking a walk through the woods. And he will be live in my shop. The full pattern will be live in the shop. It's not a sale or anything. I just haven't finished him. He's all on DMC. I've used a hand-dyed sparkly Ada even weave just to give him a bit of extra pizzazz. And yes, he's been sat in a hoop for a week, so obviously my stitches are crushed. I should probably cut that out. I might, you might not even see this, because I might cut this bit of the video out, because I should have ironed him. I really should have ironed him. Anyway, he's going to be in the shop update on Tuesday, and I hope you all like him. There may be more of his kind coming along, because I have a couple of ideas. I just need to figure out how to design the poses of the dude that I want to chart. So we'll see. Designing is an ever-evolving job. That's one of the most complicated things I've ever designed in my life. As you know, or if you follow me, I mainly do words. I don't really do graphics. So that is outside my wheelhouse, and is pushing me to keep trying and doing new things. So excuse the state of the model stitch. You'll probably see him finish next video. And he will be ironed in a frame in all his glory, and you won't see the ridiculously close edge of the hem, because I apparently can't find the middle of my fabric. And that's it for stitching. I'm going to go on to haul, because haul is amazing, and haul has made me happy, and I've just needed things to keep me shinies to keep me happy this month. If you're only here for the stitching, I'm sorry, there's not much, guys. It literally has been just a really stressful couple of weeks. And I haven't been able to just settle my brain into doing anything. Now that scaffolding might be going and things are finished, I'm hoping there will be less stress and more chill from me to just come home and not have to think about everything else that needs to be done or doing around the house. Oh god, words are really hard. So yeah, if you're only here for the stitching, you've probably already gone by now. We're on to the haul. Where do I start? Oh my god, there's just so much stuff. I finally ordered a giant scrunchie. I love it. It's tarot cardy, but like ghosts, and ravens and medicine bottles and skeletons. And I seem to have had the one that's all in between the actual pictures, but it's giant scrunchie is fine. This is for my 11Q snap for Pokemon. I keep being rudely reminded by my son that Pokemon hasn't been stitched on. Haven't seen Pokemon in a while, and it's because I bought a new tablet when Marker Bar XP. Like, I didn't know how to use it, and all my progress lost. So it's reinstalled, and I'm slowly marking off what I've done. This will be going on my Q snap, and then hopefully, if I've bought the right size, this looks really small. Will be. It does seem to stretch quite far. We'll see how that goes, and maybe I'll get more Pokemon done. And he won't be 195 when it's finished, and I won't have to find an immortal and be turned immortal to finish it. I need to just get on with it. Just do it. So yeah, I bought that. I bought from No More Lost Needles on Facebook the Crossstitch for Dragon Stitch for Mum from Lynn the Lancashire Stitcher Needleminder. I had every intention of starting a dragon. Again, I just haven't had time to sit down and pick the one I want. I have a million dragons. I just haven't sat down and gone that one. So I might stick this on an existing new start project, like the Tana Nandana one that I need to get on with. This is super cute needleminder, and it's got a super strong magnet. So I'm going to put it back on this piece of card for a minute because I don't want to lose it. But yeah, that's the Facebook group No More Lost Needles. It's super cute. I bought a cross stitch kit on eBay. It's an RHS one of a moth or a butterfly. I haven't started it, but when I was opening it, and obviously you open it, you have a look if everything's there, and you check out all the things that come with it. The inside of the packaging was absolutely stunning. And I was talking to Charly Feathers, and I was like, why would they put this stunning pattern on the inside of packaging that I literally don't know what to do with? And she went, have you got a laser cricket? I was like, no. She went, tell you what, stick it in the post to me and I will chuck it through my machine and I will make you some Flossdrops. So she got the most amount of Flossdrops out of some cardboard I've ever seen anybody achieve in their life. Bear with me. Never have I been so interrupted for making a video. It was one of the workmen life updates. Don't worry about it. Anyway, as I was rudely interrupted, well, I say rudely interrupted. As I was interrupted, let's go back to where I was showing you these amazing, gorgeous Flossdrops from Charly Feathers. Look at the patterns on that cardboard. It's like, why would you hide such pretty patterns? They're all botanicals, obviously, it's the RHS. So she got me, I think, 7 baby ones and about 20 odd of the big ones. So these are going to be all kitted up, ready, or I'm going to kit things up and put them into project bags. And these will be for botanical stitching, probably, like flowers and moths and, nature stuff. They're gorgeous. And she chucked little stickers on the back for me to write numbers too. Thank you, Charly. They're brilliant. And you're wonderful. You are a wonderful human being. Thank you. So yeah, that was my stitchy kindness. Kate Blandford then just knocks it out the park all the time. I wanted to order some Flossdrops to go with all of my other Flossdrops. So I ordered all of these. They're the mini drops. There's a name for them. So I got like a frosted blue. I got frosted grey. It was going to be frosted black, but she had problems with the machine, bless. So she messaged me, was like, yeah, frosted grey's fine. Glittery acrylic. I got 10 of each of those, and frosted foresty green colour. Hang on, I'm not doing this very well, am I? Frosty green colour. And I ordered the hoops to come with it. She included a cute freebie needle minder for me that sparkles, and I love it. Why are you not yeah, it's just not focusing today. It's being right diva. There we are. Cute needle minder. She has super thin magnets on her needle minders. And then when I thought, oh, it's fine, that'll do me, she decided to drop these stunners, Coven Flossdrops. And let me take the elastic band off. There. In an amazing colourway. But I was like, excuse me, I need these. What colourway is this? And she went, just put the, it's these colourway. They're not even listed on Etsy yet. So it's sparkly silver, more frosted green, a clear, slightly sparkle, like an, oh, what did you say? Was it pistachio or kiwi? And then like a luminous glittery. So I bought those, and then she did floss palettes, and they're on their way. I actually thought the knock on the door was the postman trying to ram those through my door, because we have a weird thing on the back of our letterbox that prevents parcels from coming through the door properly. So yeah, I'm expecting floss palettes to turn up as well. I've literally like hit the accoutrement jackpot of buying all the things, and yeah, I've just got to stop. Zero chill. But yeah, it's what makes me happy in it. I also went and supported tailor-made stitching on Ko-Fi and bought 2 scissor fobs. I bought mushrooms because mushrooms are cool, and this little guy, little pink turtle. Oh, there we are, little pink turtle. How gorgeous are those? And these are currently sitting on my blue scissors from Liz, because those scissors have little hoops on them and like they sit really nicely. So stunning. I would recommend going and viewing TaylorMade Stitching. She's just done an update with the summer, and there's some absolutely stunning scissor fobs. And I feel really bad because I'm about to show you some I've made for my shop. But definitely go and check out TaylorMade Stitching. Hers are gorgeous. I also purchased, this is Sarah Crossstitch, Sarah's fault, 100%. She showed this, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. I thought it was gorgeous. I've seen this time and time again, and my brain's been like, yeah, it's really nice, it's really nice. And then I saw it on Sarah's channel. I was like, I need that. Like, I just need that, and I love it. I probably will buy the specialty threads just because the variegation in the picture is gorgeous, especially those fish. Maybe not the red. I don't know. The red seems a little too red. Maybe you want a slightly duller, sort of darker red for me personally. But I do absolutely, and those owls are stunning. And of course, because charts can't travel alone, Honey of a Tiny Town, to go with my Seaside of a Tiny Town, and I seem to be obsessed with bees lately. And because I've lusted after this chart since I saw it on Yaz's channel, and it's been out of stock every time I've looked for it, and I happened across this on Peakside, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's available. hummingbird sampler. Probably pick a different colour, maybe more of a brighter, vibranty green hummingbirdy colour. But yeah. And I didn't know that these two have buttons. So the hummingbird has got tiny little green buttons, and Honey of a Tiny Town has, oh, I'm not gonna show you that, it's too close to the top. Has tiny little flower buttons and yellow beads for the sunflower. So yeah, apparently I'm now a paper pattern person. And yeah, I was like, zero chill, spend money, bought 3 patterns. Then, as I said, I discovered Vinted. Let me just put these down. I discovered Vinted, and the first thing I saw on Vinted for £2.60 was this full wolf kit. Full wolf kit. How stunning is that? Now, yes, my channel's Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole because I like wolves. My design shop is Wild Dragon Crafts because I love dragons. I am very call it as it is. However, cross-stitch wolves are a whole other beast. I'm very fussy when it comes to cross-stitching animals because if they look slightly derpy, that's it, I can't do it. Or I've got to try and change it. So when I saw this and I was like, oh, actually, I really do like that, I bought it. £2.80, £2.60, £2.80. It was a hell of a bargain. And the actual price was £12.50. And it was reduced from £17.50, so £2.80 is a hell of a bargain. 1998 Janlin, yeah. So super chuffed with that find. Not one I'm likely to replicate either because I literally hit across like bargains like this once every 10 years. So that then was like, oh, I've got unicorn charts. I wonder if they're on Vinted. They were. And one was eBay. So I now have the complete set for this, which is Cobble Key, Crab Pot Cove and Harbour View. And I got Village Shop to start that 3. So the only one I'm missing now is Church Walk and Bridge Path, I think it's called, or Road Over the Bridge. Complete kits. Had them for about £5 each. Absolutely amazing. Might need to take that needle out sooner rather than later because that looks like it's rusting on the fabric. But yeah, some of my unicorn charts I've been after for years. One of these actually came up on eBay for 15 quid the other day, and I was like, I must have like gone on at the right time to find them at the prices that I found them at. So these guys are going to be hitting rotation soon because I've dug Brackenridge Cottage and those 3 out, which was the original one that started the obsession with those patterns. And yeah, I'm going to have the 3 triptychs all framed up in plans. Show you that last. I then was enabled by all you lovely people who are Cotton and Clay. Not Cotton and Clay, but Cotton and the Clay is amazing as well. Cotton and Twine sponsors, I think you are at the moment, because you're getting these boxes to promote them. Yeah, I saw this design and I was like, I need that in my life. I've never done a Little Dove Designs pattern before, but that is just the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I was like, I will stitch that. Again, I'm very fussy when it comes to looking, when it comes to boxes like this. I've got to like it all to buy a box and spend the money. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I do actually really like that. I can see me stitching that and I can see that in house. I bought it. Comes with all the goodies. including the boob. I had that boob. If you know me, I'm not a pink fan. So the ever lovely Stitchy Squirrels Kim is swapping her black boob for my pink boob. And this gives me canal boat art vibes. Castle and Roses, I think the art style's called. So it's all boxed up, ready to go, wing its way to Kim up in North Wales, and she's going to send me the black boob back. So comes with a hoop, and the waxy paper on the inside's amazing. I'm going to have to try and do something with it. It's really cute. Sorry, making all the noise. So yeah, I have my first Quarternion twine box. So that is all my haul. It doesn't actually seem as much as it seems, which means I've forgotten something. I then decided there's a local beekeeper in the area, and I asked if they were selling beeswax because I was looking to list some new little items in my shop. And I've been playing around with organic beeswax and making beeswax blocks. Some of these have been sent out to Shell and Kim and Tan just to let me know what they think. Let's see if I can find the other design. That's a bee as well. There's 2 designs of this mould. Yeah. There's a little honeycomb one. As you can see, they just about fit in the box and the tins, so I need to clean up the edges. But Tan's told me already that she loves it and it works really well. These are sandalwood and patchouli scented, and I have jasmine scented one setting downstairs as we speak. So I've got 4 of the sandalwood and patchouli, and I will be listing them on the shop, and then I'll have this 9 of the jasmine to go up, and then I need to order more tins to do some more, because I've got like a kilo of beeswax and I'm gonna have to get you through it all. I then got gifted a massive box of like bead stuff, like wires and crimp beads and hooks and stuff, and beads. And I'd ordered a load of beads on eBay because I wanted to make some scissor fobs. I had an idea in my head and I was like, I haven't seen anybody do this, so I wanted to have a go. Bear with, let me just pull out the ones that I had my idea for. Where's the other one? There he is. So I made some scissor fobs. Now these are the ones I had the idea for. So we've got Bat Boy Reese, and it's got a bat wing, and it's in the purple colours of Reese's eyes. We have Illyrian Warrior in blue, which is Asriel, and of course Cassian's red. I then saw some tiny dragons, so I made an irid one with all the like colours. There is an Andana, which is all the yellows, all the golden colours. They're tiny little dragons. And Day in red for Liam's dragon. But when I was given this box, I remembered I also ordered some witch hat charms. So we have an orange and black witch hat Halloweeny charm. We also have, this was the very, very first one I made, so I might keep this for myself, but very iridescent colour sparklies with some cubic zirconium, I think. One of them's a cubic zirconian. Each one's got an interesting bead in the center of it. And then, because I wanted to jump on the strawberry bandwagon and had ordered some handmade glass beads, we have a strawberry one. A tiny little strawberry. I've got a couple of these, so I'll make some more. With an interesting floral bead in the middle. We have a white strawberry with some smaller strawberries and another interesting bead in the middle, and there's little leaf beads. And then we have this chunky boy, which is a big chunk strawberry, and some little flowers. And finally, I found some butterflies and this cute little flower, glass beads with some little pearly beads on there. And a really cute glass heart bead as well. So these are going to be listed in the shop, and I will just make them as and when the bug bites me to go and make some little scissor fobs, and they'll be listed in the shop too. But the idea started with the Actar inspired fobs and the Fourth Ring inspired fobs. So being gifted a massive box of random accoutrement helped make me go, ooh, pretty colours. And that is it. And we're at 42 minutes. I'm sure I was going to keep it to 30. Yeah, never happens. I always say it's going to be a short video. It never is a short video. If that is all you are here to see, I will now go into life updates. If you want to hear the chaos that has been my life the last 42 days, I'm about to tell you. So, the reason there's scaffolding outside my house is we're having solar panels fitted. Not my choice, not costing me anything, but the organisational skills of the housing association who I rent from suck. A guy turned up about 6 weeks ago, shoved a leaflet at Lee and went, "You're having solar panels fitted." Don't know when, but yeah, you're going to have solar panels fitted. Fine. Get a phone call. "Hi, we need to come to do some infrastructure to start the solar panel." So about a month ago, some guys turn up and they're like, "Yeah, we need to do a check of the house." Fine. Come home. Things have been fitted. Things have been added to the wall. Then they come back and they're like, "Oh, we need to do something in the airing cupboard." Then they come back and they're like, "We need to do a full house electrical safety check." So, we had one of these last year. Yeah, we got to do another one. Right, fine. Cue nearly no power all day. Banging, crashing, trance music on a portable radio because apparently they can't have it at low volumes to talk to each other. They've got to shout at each other over this radio. Have to fit a new bathroom light, drop screws down my toilet, leave them there for me to deal with, which is great. Screws everywhere, wood shavings everywhere. Take all our doors off all the hinges, plane them down by 10 mil, put them back up, covered in sawdust. Didn't even attempt to brush it off, just literally. I walk around the house after they've gone and I'm like, "Are you serious?" There's like a fine layer of sawdust everywhere. Goes round, cleans it all up. Next thing you know, scaffolding goes up. Fine, brilliant. It looks like we're getting to the end. I was in the office yesterday. I'm glad I was in the office yesterday because what I came home to was like industrial chic caging on the back of my house where the battery is stored. Which I knew we were going to have a battery. I just didn't expect it to look the way it looks. And I'll put a photo in because I still can't quite get over this behemoth cage. Obviously the scaffolding's got to come down. Solar panels are in. We're now apparently solar powered. Great, brilliant. I haven't had to pay for it. I'm really chuffed that we are having solar panels. It's just, if it was my house and I was arranging it, I think I'd be less anxious about how all the planning and organising for this has gone because it's out of my control. I obviously have had no say in who's done what and stuff. Our hallway now looks like an industrial bloody boxing. There's like a black box, a grey box, a red power button. Honest to God, I'll put pictures up. There was a hook in the wall with a little happy thing hanging off it. Instead of taking the hook off the wall, they've literally wedged one of the boxes right next to it. We can now never take this hook out of the wall. And I'm like, why didn't you just take it off the wall? They left crap everywhere out my front garden, boxes, plastic. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll sort that out. Lee had spent an hour trying to hoover up all of the shit, excuse my language, that they traipsed through the house. They changed the fan in our bathroom. I've been begging them to do this for years because the fan in our bathroom was so loud. But now there's like black handprints everywhere. And I'm like, I'm happy it's all been done. Don't get me wrong. I'm really grateful that we haven't had to pay for it. I'm really happy it's all been done. It's just my anxiety. It's strangers in my house. I have just not been able to cope with it the last couple of weeks. I'm just like, please get it over and done with. Please leave me alone. Let me go back to my hermit lifestyle where I don't have strangers traipsing through my home, judging me for not being a tidy human being. I am tidy, but as you can see, I like things. And I just feel like under the eye of complete strangers, and it's breathe. and it's the little things like not tidying up. It's like I've spent an hour and a half cleaning my bathroom, getting the black marks off the wall, filling in the holes they left behind, because they didn't think to fill in the screw holes from the old fan. So I've been around with a polyfiller and cleaning and pulling things out, because you didn't think to move stuff when you're drilling holes and you've just left fine layers of dust everywhere. Like, I literally sat down, went to use my computer last night, and as I was moving the mouse, you could feel the grit, and I was like, I literally can't cope with this. First world problems. It's not the end of the world. It's not like, it's fine. It's fine. It's just I don't do well with complete strangers in my house, and the organisation of it has been bonkers. It's like they phone me and they're like, we're coming next week. I'm like, I'm working that day. And they seem shocked that I'm working. It's like, I do actually work for a living. I don't sit here waiting for you to ring me to tell me you need stuff. Behind this picture's a cupboard over the top of my staircase. They said yesterday they needed access to that. And Lee was like, it's not going to happen. And they're like, why? And it's like, if you'd have told us a week ago you needed access, we'd have moved everything. We'd have insured. But yesterday they turned up and went, we need access to that. And Lee was like, you're going to have to find somewhere else to do it. And they were like, yeah, it's not a problem. But it would have been easier for them to have access. If you'd have told us you needed access, we'd have sorted it. It is literally one of those things where they turn up and they go, yeah, we're doing this now. He texted me yesterday and went, oh, there's more boxing up around the edges of the rooms. And I'm like, more holes, more. It's not a problem. I'm happy we have solar. I just don't like it when I'm not in control of things, and it has just stressed me out so much that I'm glad it's over. And hopefully I can get back to my quiet life. And that is me. I vented to the Coven last night. I'm like, guys, I know this is not the end of the world, but oh my God. And they're like, no, it's fine. You can vent. It's a safe space. I'm like, yeah, but I feel stupid for venting about stupid things. And now I'm doing it to you lot on Flosstube, so it's great. Anyway, enough about that. What else is there life-wise? Went to see How to Train Your Dragon. Oh my God, loved it. Went to the quietest showing I've ever sat in my life. There were 6 of us in there. It was a Monday at 7:30 at night. This has a toothless that sits on there, but he's here. I don't buy anything in the cinema, right? I take my own pop. I take my own sweets. I bought. Really good. Really enjoyed the way they cast it. The twins, still not sold on the twins. The whole point in the cartoon was the twins, you couldn't tell them, you weren't supposed to be able to tell them apart. You can tell them apart in this. But they were still funny. They were still the twins. I was expect. I don't know. Really good though. The Gronkle looks weird. Compared to what the Gronkle looked like in the cartoon, I'm not sold on how they made the Gronkle look. But it was still really, really good. I like the little nods to other things in the stories that weren't included in the first original movie. I didn't necessarily mind what they took out and didn't include. So like, you know, they took things away, they added things. They explained the diversity really, really well. Like all these Viking nations coming together to eradicate the dragon problem. I really enjoyed the way they, you know, they included so many different like people, and I don't know, I can't explain it. It was just really, really well done. Dean Dwar, that is how you make a live action movie from a cartoon. Disney, take note, because I am yet to be impressed by a Disney live action. I'm not gonna lie, they're okay. Just have not yet been impressed by a Disney live action. This, perfect, loved it. Have merch, will share it and show it. I also have plushies, but like otherwise drowning in cute things. These are the first bunch of sweet peas I've grown successfully for 20 years. They smell amazing, and where the electrical panel battery box thing is was where these lived. I now need to find a new home for my sweet pea plants. It's like the 1 year I'm successful growing sweet peas and I've had to move them, and the frame has collapsed, and I'm just, oh well, never mind. First world problems, right? That skull is super cute. Tell me he's not super cute. He came all the way from Canada. When I say I had zero chill with spending money this month, this is what I buy when I've got zero chill. So, buy ban, spend ban, no buying things, getting a new tattoo next month. Yeah, I'm not doing this no buy, no spend thing very well, am I? It's coming up to an hour. I'm going to sign off now. You don't need to hear me ramble about incoherent rubbish. Hopefully my next video will have more cross-stitch content for you. If you made it this far, drop me a witchy hat or a black cat or a witch down below in the comments. Because if you made it this far, you need a medal. Let's be fair, this video has been absolutely appalling. And on that note, I'm now wondering why he's moved. I have a skull over there and he's moved. I didn't move him. Why has he moved? Lee's probably moved it. It's fine. This is what I mean. It's little. Yeah. I'm gonna go now. Take care. Happy stitching. See you in the next video. Bye.